Raw 4 TV. What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw 4 TV, aka Darth Apocalypse. All right, so before I get into this video, I want to thank everybody that has shown love to this channel with donations, and I still have a few donations. A few video requests / donations I still got to knock out. But want to thank all you guys that have shown love. I truly appreciate it. I've been having some issues with my StreamYard, man. This is a serious problem with StreamYard going on. This is why, some of my videos look a little bit funny. I don't have quite the same layout today and yesterday. But anyway, seems to be okay right now, but we'll see how this lasts. But anyway, LeBron is one of the biggest, and this is something I don't think he gets enough flack for. People love to say that Kobe Bryant was essentially a copycat version of Michael Jordan, right? But we didn't know at the time how close Kobe and Mike had become. We didn't know that at the time. And Mike was actually advising Kobe and giving him, sage wisdom as far as how to become a better basketball player and how to win. Although he won championships, but he really leaned on Mike a lot during those years when, people forget about this, but public sentiment had turned against Kobe after the trade for Shaq to Miami and the lean years, and people saying, man, we might have traded the wrong guy after Shaq won a championship in Miami. We saying we didn't know how tight Mike and Kobe were. But LeBron is a shameless copycat when it comes to Michael Jordan. Not as far as his game is concerned, because he's not willing to put in, first of all, he's not willing to put in the work necessary to have that type of offensive repertoire. LeBron would rather rely on his physical gifts. But he is a copycat when it comes to certain things. Number one, his jersey number 23. He wore number 23 for most of his career, majority of his career. It was not 23 or 6, but he wore 23 when he first came to the league. He stole Mike's chalk toss routine. He attempted to have a global shoe empire like Jordan, but he failed in that aspect because his shoes, for the most part, are ugly. Even LeBron fans wear Jordans. So that that shows you how much of a hypocrite they all are. And then he came out with that god-awful sequel that nobody asked for, Space Jam 2, which was a pale imitation of the first movie. Matter of fact, I want to say the 2021 movie earned like $160 million, while Space Jam 25 years earlier earned $260 million in 1997 dollars. So it was a far cry from what Space Jam, the original, was. But now we learn that LeBron is indeed, after some denial, he is coming out with a documentary that nobody, and I mean nobody, outside of his rabid ass fan base asked for.
I got a I got a pretty good documentary in the works too, so
I'm sure.
yeah, it is gonna be electric when I'm done with it.
Yeah, so that means it's gonna suck. And woo, if he has total control over this documentary, wow, you know it's gonna be some cherry pick shit. You know it's gonna make everybody else look like bums. It's gonna make it look like he is always the underdog. It's gonna make it look like when he faced the Warriors or any other team that had talent, and it was a David versus Goliath situation for him being David. When in reality, a lot of times the other team was David and he was Goliath. Excuse me 1 second. All right, I'm back. But yeah, this is just going to be another situation where he's going to make it all about him, and he's going to cherry pick everything to make make himself look like he is essentially, you know, doing everything despite the odds. They're going to omit the 2011 NBA Finals, or at least they're going to omit certain things about it. They're going to come up with these cherry picked excuses for why he struggled. I mean, it's going to be some flagrant shit, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be some BS, is what I'm trying to say. And I won't be watching it. I mean, you know, whenever it comes out, ESPN is going to promote the hell out of it. They're going to push the hell out of it. And, you know, there are going to be certain parts of it that people are going to be pissed at because they're going to omit certain teammates this guy had. They'll make it seem like that he's played with less talent than anybody else in NBA history. I can just see the con coming. But no matter how much he spends this thing, when you look at the history of talent this guy has played with, he's played with approximately 40 players, 40, who have made at least one all-star team. And when you add them all together, when you multiply it, it's 75 all-stars. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Michael Jordan played with essentially 11 all-stars in his career. 11. If you multiply it, I think it's like 25 or something. 20, 25, something like that. It's crazy. But anyway, just want to let you guys know, man, he's copying Mike again. Mike had the last dance. He's going to have the last failure. Because we all know this thing in Philly is going to fail.